It was created more than 60 years ago. In the hands of doctors, it was a lifesaver. Inside the operating room, it allowed patients to endure pain that once cut down to the bone. A precise dose, carefully measured, and human beings could be pulled back from agony that medicine had once been powerless against. But once it stepped outside the hospital, once surgical lights were replaced by the dim glow of nightlife, that lifesaver changed its nature instantly. Just a slight deviation, not a few pills, not several vials, just a few grains, smaller than salt, and a person crosses into death before realizing a mistake has been made. No struggle, no screams, no time for regret, just silence, just breathing that does not return. To recreational users, it became the ultimate high. To forensic examiners, it became the most lethal substance of the modern era. To the world today, it is recognized as one of the most dangerous, addictive drugs ever created. So how did a medical breakthrough designed to save lives become a global nightmare? Who opened the door that allowed it to leave the operating room? And why can the smallest miscalculation turn pleasure into an instant death sentence? Classified Substance Files begins here. After World War II, the world did not leave hell behind. It merely changed its form. Millions of soldiers returned home alive but broken, carrying bodies full of injuries and nervous systems scarred beyond repair. The wounds healed, but the pain did not. Chronic pain became a permanent condition of post-war life. Medicine faced an unprecedented challenge: how to keep people alive when suffering had become constant. Morphine was the fastest answer, and the most dangerous one. At first, morphine was praised as a miracle of science. It silenced pain, calmed the body, allowed people to sleep after years of trauma. But it did not take long for doctors to notice a colder truth. Morphine did not merely treat pain, it rewired the brain. Patients no longer took morphine to reduce pain, they took it to feel normal. The brain adjusted its reward system. Ordinary experiences, eating, resting, conversation, lost meaning. Only morphine restored balance. And when it wore off, the brain reacted as if survival itself had been threatened. Addiction did not explode first in the streets. It spread quietly through hospitals. Medicine found itself trapped. Without morphine, patients screamed in agony. With it, they drifted into dependence. This was no longer a moral dilemma. It was a biological dead end. And from that dead end, a new idea emerged. In the late 1950s, European scientists began searching for a cleaner solution. Research documents stated the objective plainly: stronger pain relief, smaller doses, tighter control. Not pleasure, not warfare, a correction to morphine's failure. In 1959, a Belgian chemist synthesized a new compound. Its name was fentanyl. On paper, fentanyl looked like a triumph. It was approximately 100 times stronger than morphine, 30 to 50 times stronger than heroin. But what excited researchers was not raw power, it was efficiency. Only microgram-level doses were needed to achieve effects that once required much larger amounts. Inside hospitals, fentanyl appeared perfect. It allowed complex heart surgeries, neurological procedures, operations previously unbearable. Patients remained calm. Bodies did not fight back. Everything seemed under control, at least in theory. To improve convenience and safety, fentanyl was developed into multiple forms: injections, lozenges, nasal sprays, and most notably, transdermal patches. The idea was humane: slow release, steady absorption, reduced risk. In reality, it was one of the most catastrophic mistakes of modern medicine. A single fentanyl patch contains enough active substance to kill multiple people if misused. Heat it, cut it, extract it, and the entire safety mechanism collapses. The drug no longer enters gradually, it floods the brain, and the brain has no time to react. Fentanyl does not kill loudly. It does not stop the heart first. It shuts down the respiratory center. The user does not realize they are dying. The brain believes everything is fine, while the lungs have already stopped. No screams, no struggle, just one breath that never comes back. The underground world understood this faster than medicine. To them, fentanyl was not a drug, it was a profit multiplier. A few milligrams could boost heroin, cocaine, MDMA, anything. Production costs were low, potency was extreme, addiction formed faster, customers returned sooner, and deaths multiplied. The most horrifying detail is this: most victims never knew they were taking fentanyl. They believed it was heroin. They believed dosage was manageable. But with fentanyl, the concept of a safe margin barely exists outside medical supervision. A microgram too much, one poorly mixed batch, one experiment, and another name appears in a forensic report. Modern medical data does not describe fentanyl emotionally. It describes it numerically: soaring overdose rates, rapid respiratory failure, death before emergency response. This is not a drug that allows recovery. It allows no second chance. Ironically, fentanyl was never designed to destroy. It was created to fix morphine. But when power exceeds human control, intention becomes irrelevant. Today, fentanyl is considered one of the most dangerous addictive substances in modern history, not because it produces the greatest pleasure, but because it removes life quietly. No warning, no retry, one moment of euphoria, one final breath, and the world continues as if nothing happened. Fentanyl is not a demon born to kill. It is the outcome of humanity's attempt to escape pain. History delivers a brutal truth. When humans search for shortcuts to suffering, chemistry does not care about intentions. It only delivers results. The same dose can save a patient on an operating table or erase a life silently if used in the wrong place at the wrong time. There is no clear line between medicine and addiction, only understanding or sacrifice. Today's high can become tomorrow's emptiness, and sometimes an ending without farewell. Classified Substance Files tells these stories not to spread fear, but to remind us keeping control of oneself is more valuable than any momentary sensation. If you want to continue exploring the hidden costs history paid in human lives, follow Classified Substance Files, not to satisfy curiosity, but to understand and to avoid.